but the success for this team rests on the idea of getting more balls in front of the Serbian dagger, Dejan Joveljic. They got to get the relationship going between Lucho Acosta and Petar Musa. Only 2 goal contributions between the two in almost 1,000 minutes together, and no assist for Lucho.
FC Dallas looking to break a 6-match winless stretch here tonight. We are underway on match day 19 from Kansas City, Kansas. Sporting KC in the blue to get himself on the score sheet. He's incredibly efficient with his opportunities. Back outside to Davis. Here is Joveljic again. Suleymanov, left-footed effort, and he tucks it inside the post. An absolutely fantastic strike from Shapi Suleymanov. Is Sporting Kansas City on the board early.
In the relationship between Khiry Shelton and Jake Davis. Watch as Shelton comes down underneath. Jake Davis, thank you very much. Right down into the corner. It is a perfect run out of the midfield for one of their dueling eights. The ball actually quite difficult to deal with for Joveljic because of the pressure on his back. Defensively, you got to step up here if you're Dallas. Great job by Joveljic. He's just laying this off to see if they can keep the play alive. Do they want to recirculate? Do you want to go far post instead? Suleymanov says, you're going to give me that window of opportunity? Picks it right out in the upper 90.
Now Leggett. Musa driving through the middle. He does a nice job of picking out more, putting it across. It's a dangerous ball, and it's slotted home.
Doesn't stop and stand still. Instead, does all the dirty work for himself. Simple ball on a platter. He had 8 appearances in 2021, injury-riddled the majority of the time. What a touch.
Julio got the touch around Pulskamp, and there's a goal-saving tackle by Jansen Miller for Sporting.
Great speed. We talked about the crossing patterns for Sporting. Really well taken by Julio. But what I love about this, Jansen Miller, watch him break off and then cut on the angle. That's perfect defending.
The only team in the West with a better record away from home than at home. Here comes Acosta. Now Musa, back to Acosta. To ground he goes, and the referee's pointed to the spot. A penalty coming up for FC Dallas.
Field doesn't track in behind on Jake Davis. I'm not sure how much contact there is here. That right there.
It's Acosta. And he puts it right down the middle. And Acosta's made it 2-1.
Lucho Acosta gifted an opportunity in front of Pulskamp, and for the first time since his goal.
This is the time of the match when Sporting Kansas City typically start to cook. And we'll see if that's the case here today. Pedrinho goes down under the challenge by Khiry Shelton, and that's going to be his second booking on the night.
Maybe. I do believe there is a bit, and I say a bit, just like the call.
And Bernard Comungo coming on for Pedrinho. This is Comungo. Musa chests it down. Try to slide it through. It's broken up by Fernandez. Musa gets back on it. He tries the far post, and it's saved by Pulskamp, but the rebound is tapped home by Comungo. And FC Dallas are on top 3-1 now.
Trying to strike it or not is really close for me. Watch as Musa releases it the bottom side right here. I mean, that is as tight as it comes in terms of overall decisions. I did say that when they made this change, a bit nervous for what it was going to look like at the outside back spot. The movements are different, body positioning changes for Jansen Miller. No, I wouldn't do anything about it. But understanding that the game has evolved over the years. And so for Khiry Shelton.
Morris gets it to Acosta. Acosta driving right down the middle. Acosta cutting it back, looking to put it away. He slots it home. Lucho Acosta
will find its way onto the final platform. Norris does all the dirty work. Services itself forward.
Added time is presented by Audi. And here's a shot that goes into the bottom corner.
Great job by Manu Garcia. This is what you were looking for the whole night. If you're a Zavagnin. Gets every...
They've got it in them. They come forward again. Comungo trying to put a cherry on top here, and he pings it off the bar. And there is the final whistle. So a disappointing start to the homestand for Sporting Kansas City, but for FC Dallas, their away form continues to be something to talk about in Major League Soccer. Eric Quill's side.